What happened yesterday is of no effect on who you are today. And I mean that in the sense of the things that you did yesterday, the things you felt yesterday. Those are yesterday's feelings, those are yesterday's actions. That is yesterday's man. And today you have an opportunity to become something new, to start fresh, to keep your head up when yesterday you had your head down, to feel confident when yesterday you felt shame, to be humble when yesterday you were proud. Today you have an opportunity to be new, to be reborn, to try again. You know, the saying every day is a new day is not only literal, but metaphorical in the sense that every day is an opportunity to grow, right? So you can look at yourself, you know, decide that you want to be different than you were yesterday, okay? You can decide that you want to be better than you were yesterday. You know, I'm trying to stay away from judgment words, words that judge the self, even if it's a fair judgment right now. But you can decide these things. That's within your capability, within your power. Um, but you shouldn't hold yourself to yesterday's standards, right? The self is too ephemeral. The self is too impossible to pin down, to understand, for you to use it as a metric. You know, the reasons why you did what you did yesterday, the reasons are innumerable. So don't use yourself as a metric for being a better person today. Just want to be a better person today, right? So yesterday, if you yelled at somebody, you know, that you love, or that you yelled at somebody, don't use that as the metric. Just decide that I didn't like that I did that, but I want to be a better person today. So don't make a goal of I'm not going to yell at anybody today. Just I'm going to be a better person today. I'm going to be a better person today. Let yourself figure out what that means. Let that be organic. Let self improvement come from the self, right? And I think this message is going out to people who are a little further along the self improvement path, where you can't just tell yourself what to do, tell yourself how to improve. You're trying to figure out what it is that yourself wants. So you have to let yourself, let that knowledge appear passively, let that insight come to you, right? It's a lot like meditation or prayer, you know, where you enter a headspace and you sit with, the moment, and you let the moment teach you, you let, God teach you, etc. And, that's how you figure out what it is that you want to be better at, how you're going to be better. You figure out the process, you let it come to you. You do things, you think, you sit, you keep your headspace right. You do those things and the process begins to appear organically. You know, I'm a person who likes to make plans, I like to write things down, but I found that trying to write down self-improvement methods doesn't work for me. It only complicates the self-improvement for me personally, because I feel like I have too much control over something that can't truly be controlled or understood. I'm trying to tell myself that I am this, that I am that I'm all these things, rather than just figuring out what I am by being. I think a lot of us have been conditioned to feel as if we can write our own destinies, you know, that we can just be who we want to be, which is true, don't get me wrong, but I mean this in the sense that we can control all outcomes, and that despite everything, we can just become who we will be through like typecasting, like coding ourselves, but we're not machines. We're people. We fluctuate. We have good days, bad days. Our emotions play a part in who we are, and I believe that the sooner that we accept the parts of ourselves that we try to repress or try to control the most, the sooner that we just let go, that we just stop, the sooner we consolidate and just take stock of ourselves rather than trying to fix ourselves or change ourselves, the sooner that we do this, the quicker that we find ourselves where we want it to be. I think a lot of us have a general image of where we want to be. We want to be happy. We want to be surrounded by loved ones. We want to have good social lives. We want to, travel. We want to do all these things. We want to feel healthy. And we try to create roadmaps, which are great. It's great to create plans. We create all of these plans, and a lot of us attach ourselves to the expectations of these plans. They motivate us. And then when the plans don't come to fruition, a lot of us get frustrated. We make another plan. A lot of us get stuck in a loop of making plans. We end up somewhere that we never expected. And I personally think that that part is good, but I think a lot of people become frustrated because they're somewhere they didn't expect, because they were hinging their emotional well-being, their self-worth on their expectations of where they themselves would end up. And to that point about ending up where you didn't expect, that's life. That goes back to my point about the self is too complex to pin down. It's ever changing, and it has all of these moving parts, and it's always growing. So you can never truly expect where you will end up. You can enter things with an open heart. You can approach things in life with an open mind. You can put your best foot forward with everything that you do, and you can expect greatness, right? But what that greatness looks like, where that greatness is going to be, none of us know. And on a personal note, I find that beautiful. I find that to be one of the beautiful parts of life is our limited understanding of its scope. It feels as if we're out of control in a lot of ways. And to me, that's beautiful. To me, that's relieving almost. It's liberating because it makes me feel like I'm a part of a greater scheme, a greater story. I know that I can control my destiny. I know that I can control a lot of things, but I know that I can't truly control everything. One day I hope to make a video about the distinction between controlling and controlling. Like I hope to be able to distinguish between what it means to control yourself and to control or try to control yourself, because they are two different things. And there's limits to how much we can control ourselves because they begin to bleed into the territory of controlling others. Yeah, today I wanted to make a video about the journey, about letting go, about keeping your head up. I was reading a journal entry that I wrote. And one of the things I wrote was keeping your head up. And I took it as keeping your eyes forward, looking at your journey, letting your path be your path, not becoming discouraged by expectations not being met. That's what I took keeping my head up as. To keep my head up as being accepting of where I am and where I will be, wherever and whatever that looks like. And removing my intent to try to control the outcome. To me, that's keeping my head up. To me, that's keeping myself firm and confident and stable. Yeah, that's what I have here today. It's a beautiful Sunday today. It's hot, for sure. It's hot. I'm making 3 videos a week right now. I don't know if I'll make 4. I think I'll start making 4. Because I really like doing this, and I found this very therapeutic and enjoyable. And my hope is that more people are able to find these useful and enjoyable as well. really like the camera quality. I'm not gonna lie. I've been using lights. I mean, I don't have any complaints with them. If it gets bad, I'll change it. But I think right now I like the camera. I like the audio too. I personally really like how this is turning out, but if someone wants to leave a comment, let me know what they think about the camera quality and the audio quality, and really listen. Um, but yeah, everybody stay safe. Stay hydrated out there. If you're in one of the places in the world right now that are experiencing these heat waves, stay cool. Keep your heads up. You know, embrace your journey. Embrace your path. Embrace where you're going. Peace and blessings.